you there. Seeing as though you're here, let's do a walk around in the Shorty, shall we? Thought you took a bit of a knock on the tree back there, which is pretty good for a custom job. So I picked the vehicle up around 2 years ago, pretty close to it anyway. When I got it, I only had the bottom half of this comp style X-Rocks bar. Yeah, I don't think it's a official X-Rocks bar, but it's pretty similar. Since then, me and the old man have turned it into a custom full-size bull bar, just to protect the front end a little bit better. Down the front here, we've just got a cheap set of LED spotlights, same with the light bar, just bought off the internet. They do the job fine for what I need them for. This is the second set of spotlights I've gone through after the hole in track. If you haven't watched that already, click over there now. But someone nicked them when we got home, so I just went out and bought some cheapies to replace them. So that's also a winch capable bar, but what really gets me down the tracks is the tyres. Follow me. Now, I run a 265/75 on a 16-inch rim, BF Goodrich mud terrain. I love this tyre. I haven't had a problem. Everywhere I go, I try and put them through as much hell as possible because I want to test them. I want to see what they're capable of. Now, the 265/75 equals out to about a 31.5 if you're old school, but I'm pretty new school, so I like the 265. Right, so the suspension. I haven't paid that much attention to it because I want to get all the weight and the whole vehicle set up properly before I go do the suspension. But the previous owner had shown a little bit of love to it. He had upgraded the springs to GU wagon springs, so they're heavier duty springs. And for the shocks, he's put heavy track shocks in it, just so for when the tracks get really heavy. GQ Ute sliders just on the seals to protect them a little bit. Down the back here, we've got a bit of extra protection. So on the back here, we've just got a steel rear bar. I'm not too sure what brand it is. I bought it off a bloke on Facebook. It's pretty damn heavy, whatever it is, but it's really well made. I choose to run 2 jerrys and 1 spare on the back. At the moment, it's got water in them. If I do a big long trip, say if we were to do the hole in track again, or we went down to Fish Creek, I'd probably put diesel in here and put the jerrys full of water on the roof. Prepare to be amazed by my amazing, wonderful rear end storage solution. So in the back here, we've got a set of Outback drawers adapted from a GU wagon. At this point in time, I've got 2 different setups in here. One's tools, one's recovery. If you want to see how I like to organise my drawers, check out our last video on the Red Road storage pods. Forever playing with it, but that's the basic setup that I have. Now when I go away, I generally chuck my swag up top, my clothes bag on top of the drawers, and my grab me gear kitchen for 2, because I'm a big bloke and I need 2-person kitchen. Over a couple of weekends, me and the old boy knocked this up, a few beers, a few weekends, quite a few hours in the shed, and I'm pretty happy with the finished product.
Oh, it's empty.
Yeah, unfortunately there's no beers in it at the moment, but there will be soon. So in the cockpit here, we've got my navigation systems up here, which is a Samsung S9 Plus. I rate this phone, I really like it. And the HEMA HN5i. Other than that, it's pretty stock standard. I've got the two-way down here, which is just your standard 5 watt 40 channel. So you've seen some of the shirts I wear in our videos. Some of them are pretty obscure. I love me metal. I'm a big metal head. So in here, I've just got a simple standard deck USB cable to an old school iPod Classic full of bangers. Got some 5-inch speakers in the front, no brand. They're pretty good for what they are, and some 6x9s in the back. Nothing too fancy, but it does a bloody good job. So it's a 1992 DX model GQ short wheelbase. At the moment, it's sitting on 369,000 kilometers, and it's got the 4.2 diesel, trusty tractor engine. Speaking of which, let's go have a look at it. The snorkel runs through the guard through this nice and secure bit of flexive hose here. I've got an exhaust on the engine, so it's got extractors into a 2.5-inch exhaust straight through all the way. I've got one muffler on there, but it's a pretty straight through muffler, nothing really in it, technically. Dual batteries run off the Red Arc Smart solenoid on the driver's side. And off the second battery, I run my fridge. And that's pretty much all I have. I'm a pretty simple traveler. Because there's not a lot of room in the back of the Shorty, when I go out to get some firewood, generally I chuck it on the roof if I don't have a trailer on. This roof rack's just a alley one off, I think, a GQ wagon. I bought it off a bloke on Gumtree. It fits pretty much perfect. The only thing I had to do was get this rear mount moved forward because it sat back here and it wasn't connected to anything. Right, so that's it. Now that I know my fridge is empty, I'm gonna go fill it up. What are you still doing here? Get your own Shorty.